Okay, so now we will solve the next Leetcode SQL problem. Question number 1251, average selling price. This is also easy category. And if you also want to give a try, so click on the SQL schema, just copy paste and execute all this command locally. And it is going to help you to create table and insert some sample data. Right. So I also did the same. You could see I have created two tables, prices and units sold, because that are part of this program. So let's read the question. You have two tables given. One is prices, one is units sold. Right. And here they have mentioned for each product ID there will be two overlapping records. That is a normal information. So prices table has the product ID, start date, end date, and price. Basically, the particular product has what is the price of the particular product during the particular period. So if I click on the prices table, you could see, okay, product ID 1 has price 5 between 1712 to 2019 to 28 to 2019. And the same product ID 1, the price has been increased from 5 to 20 between 1st of March 2020 to 22 March. So basically the price is given in the prices table, right? And the unit sold. Unit sold, say like how many number of units sold and on which date, right? So let's click on this. So okay, product ID on 25th of 2nd 2019 we sold 100 units. On product ID 1 on 1st March 2019 we sold 15 units. Similarly, like the product ID 2. Okay, we need to write a solution to find the average selling price. All right. So even before jumping into the output or like query how we are going to write, uh, immediately it's coming to my mind, we have average prices given, so either we need to use some kind of avg function or the normal average formula, and should be rounded to two decimals. So rounded to two decimal means like we need to use the round function. All right. Okay, so write a solution to find the average selling price for each product. So we have product in this table, and uh, like uh, price is also in this table, but how many number of quantity it has been sold on this table. And you have like one common key product ID. All right. So I can easily join both the tables, right? So that I can get to know, okay, how many number of units we have sold. And we need to find the average selling price for each product. So there could be chances there could be some product exist which we have not even sold. So if we have not even sold, it means that does not even exist in the unit sold table, but in the output we need, right? So basically we need to, when we join these two tables, we need to do the left join so that I can get all the products from this table. All right. And you can result into any order. And if the product does not have any sold units, as I told you, there could be some product which we have not even sold. So if we have not even sold, it does not even exist in the unit sold, right? And for that, the average selling price will be 0. So which means we need all the product from this table. All right. So which means we are going to do the left join from prices and the unit sold. Okay. And how to calculate the average? So you could see the 100 units uh, we have sold on 25th of 2nd, and we have sold 100 unit. We need to find the average selling price. All right. So what is the total amount we sold? Because this is the units, we don't know the price. On 25th of 2nd 2019, what is the price? That is 5. So which means we have sold 100 into 5, 500 rupees. Similarly, on 1st of March 2019, we sold 15 units. But on 1st of March, the price is 20. So 20 into 15, 300. So basically, like here, we sold approximately for 500 rupees. And here we sold for 300 rupees. So that is totally basically we sold 800 rupees. But that is not an average, right? One is 500, one is 800. What is the average one? So average is like we will divide by the quantity. So 100 plus 15, 115. So we have divided and we round it to two decimal number, right? Okay, so we need to join those two tables. So let's join that. Select star from prices, join units sold, and let's give prices to P and units sold to U. And we know we need to apply the left join. Why we left join? Because we need all the product, because there could be some product which we have not even sold, because in the question it is mentioned you need to find the selling price for each product, and there if the product does not have any sold unit, you need to give 0. So basically left. Join on which columns? So P dot product ID, we have in the product column we have the product ID in the price column, and in the unit sold we have also the product ID. Product ID is equal to U dot product ID. So if I normally do this, this is wrong. Why? So let me show you. So here you could see we are joining and we are saying from 17th to 28th, the price is 5, which is correct. Which is correct. The 17 to 28 price is 5, and we sold 100 unit, and this date fall into this range. But here, 1st March to 22nd of March, all right, and we are saying price is 20, which is fine. And did we sold 100 unit? No, we sold only 15 unit, right? So also we need to put the condition of date as well. So and so what will be the condition? This date, this purchase date should lie between this date, right? So basically u dot this purchase date, u dot purchase date, right? uh, it can be greater than, equal to P, because this is inclusive basically. So this date should lie in this date, right? So P dot start date and u dot purchase date should be less than equal to P dot end date. And now let's run that. So now when we run that, we get the correct join. So when I say correct join, basically this date, purchase date, align into the right row. So 28 to 17, because the price is 5 and the unit sold is 100. Because you could see 25 units sold 100. And similarly on 1st of March, 1st of March we sold 15 unit. 1st of March we sold 15 unit. And on the 1st of March itself, the price is 20. So the calculation will be easy because it will be in the same row. Similarly for the other one, right? So that's why we need to put the this, but we getting like a lot of unnecessary details like product ID, because you see in the output, anyhow, like we just need let's what we need product ID and the average price. So basically we are mainly interested in the price column and the units column. The date column now doesn't make any sense, right? So what we can do is from the P we can get the product ID, and from the P we can get the price, and from the U we can get the units. Okay, so now we have that. Now you could see they are doing some calculation, 100 into 5, 15 into 20. We can also do 100 into 5, 15 into 20, and then they are doing the sum, right? Then they are doing the sum. We can also do the sum because it is a group by. We can do the group by, and sum we can do the sum. And after that they are dividing by 115. We can also divide by 115 by sum of this one. All right. So let's either you can create a CTE or within this table, on top of this table, because currently we are saying uh, price and the units, right? But eventually you need to multiply, like 100 multiply 5, 20 multiply 15. All right. So I can multiply this like P dot price and U dot units. One thing is this. Along with that, I need total quantity. Total will come from here, which we can ignore as of now. So let me run that. So you could see I am getting 500, which is 100 into 5, 500. 15 into 20, 300, and 3009, basically 900, right? And so this is fine, right? This is fine. We are getting the output. But we need to do the group by, right? So we need to do the group by. So let's apply the group by. Group by p dot product ID. Okay. And what we need? We need to take the sum of these two, sum of 500 plus 300, 500 plus 300. So let's take the sum. All right. So let's take the sum. And there is a one extra bracket. Okay. We take the sum. So if I simply run, you could see 800 and 3900. But this is not something like which we want. We want the average. Currently, we get the sum. This is not an average. So to calculate the average, we need to divide. We need to divide because usually we get the sum, which is fine. Now we need to divide and divide by which one? Divide by here p dot price u dot unit. But now like we need to divide by units only. U dot units because this is unit 100 into 15. But we need to get a sum of u dot units. Let's divide that. So you could see we are getting 6 and 16, and you could see in the output as well we are getting 6 and 16. You can ignore that because this is a decimal. We will fix that. But eventually we are getting u dot units, right? Now we need output in the one thing is that they said output should okay. They said like the column name should be average price. We can get that as average price. All right, so we are getting as average price as well. Good. Now we got the product ID and the average price. Okay. But in our output, we are not getting the decimal, all right? But it is decimal, irrespective whether it is like 4 decimal, 3 decimal, but it should be decimal. Why we are not getting decimal? Because if you see the schema, product ID, sorry, the units is in the integer and the price is also in the integer. So if we divide integer by integer, you will eventually get the integer. And if you cast any of the field to decimal, right, then the whole calculation will come into the like uh, as a decimal. So we will do, let's cast units as decimal. So if I just cast this, so now my denominator is in the decimal, numerator is still in integer. You can cast this as well, but as I told you, even if you cast one unit as decimal, the overall calculation will be right. uh, what will happen? Select near units. Something is wrong. Okay, not sure what happened. I just rerun. So you could see now we are getting 6.96, 16.96, and we need same thing. The only thing is they mentioned it should be rounded to two decimal. So we know this is the whole calculation which is giving me this result. Now I need to round. So let's round it. Round to two decimal. And let's run that. You could see I am getting the output 6.96, 16.96, 6.96 and 16.96. But is this solution will work? So the answer is no. The solution is still not going to work. Why? Because we miss this condition. If we don't have the average selling price, the out like we need the zero. But here, uh, if we have the selling price, then we are populating it. But other than we are populating null. So let me run that. We will fix that as well. But let's try that. Sample case accepted because the sample case does not have that much condition. Let's try to submit. So you could see like only 15 test cases passes, but one failed. Why one failed? As I told you, there could be some product which we have not even sold. So you could see in the sold, we don't have anything. Basically, we have not sold product one, we have not sold product two. If we have not sold product one, product two, average price is getting null. But we should not get null. We want zero, because in the question it is clearly mentioned, if you are not selling any product, the average price assumed to be zero. But we are not like mention anything. Right. So there is a one function into the PostgreSQL. Uh, this one we have, I think, already tried earlier. So this is going to return the first of its argument that is not a null. All right. So basically, we can give the default value. If it is null, then like I want that particular default value. So let's try that as well. Either I can use the uh, coalesce function directly here, I think, but it will be more congested and zero. So if I try that, let's run that. You could see now my all the test case has been passed. The only thing is I extra use like this function, coalesce function, and this is like, what is this for? This return basically the first not null argument. So what I mention is, because I need zero, so this like the coalesce function take some parameter, like first parameter, second parameter, third parameter, fourth parameter, and in this case it will return one because the first null is one. All right, but let's suppose if it is null here, then in this case it will return two. But let's suppose the second is also null, then in this case it will return three. Let's suppose the third is also null, in this case it will return like four. So basically the first null, what is the first null? Similarly, I, because I have already verified, because this thing is giving me null, right? And I don't need null, I want zero. So I said, okay, what will be the second parameter? Zero. The default parameter is zero. Or maybe they mention, okay, I want default parameter should not be zero. The default parameter should be maybe 99999, some highest value. So you can just change to 0 to 99999, whatever the value like you want basically. So this is the extra thing. Otherwise, like the question is very easy. The only catch is you need to match this data as well, so that, because only then the calculation will be correct. All right. The 100 units sold on 25. So what is the price? You can't multiply 100 by 20, because 20, on 25th the price is 5. So you need, when you join, we can join on product ID, which is fine, but you need to join based upon the data as well. One thing is that, and then this is simply a normal calculation. It is also given into the explanation as well. We can just follow that. Along with that, this extra functionality call is. So that's it. That's the end of the video. You can also give a try, and thank you.